gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Tá pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu um boi.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. Where those bastards were going? Oofay. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
É a mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, eu tô fazendo tudo sozinho. Atirei nele! Porra, levei bala! Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção! Puta que pariu! Não consigo me mexer! Atira nele! Puta merda! Qual é, rapaziada? Me ajuda aqui! Meu Deus! Eu te mato se ninguém fizer isso! Quem vai me dar cobertura, caralho? Tá morto, porra! Eu tenho aqui, ó, filha da puta, uma bala pra você! Vamos, pra trás, pra trás! Me dá proteção! Calma, já te vi,
você vai pagar por isso! Você não pode me matar. Vamos lá. Puta que pariu! Você tem a mínima ideia de quem a gente é?
Céu, meu Deus!
Puta merda!
Here we go again.
Podia ter sido eu! Me dê cobertura!
Eu tô de olho! Eu tô de olho! Vai em frente! Eu preciso de cobertura!
Tem fogo nele,
porra!
galera! Vai!
Eu tô te dando cobertura! Eu tô te dando
Caralho!
cobertura!
Tô na minha dele!
Fui atingido!
Her kişi Diyarbakır. Eyvah tufa, eyvah. Vay canına.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out. Serrano, he looked pathetic, man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Está tudo certo. O que você acha que eu tô fazendo? Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. O médico quer mais doer. Tá tudo aqui, meu. Então vamos lá, criança. Já perdemos muito tempo aqui. Porra! Vai, maluco! Vai! Eu te dou proteção, vai! Volta! Volta! Eu preciso de reforço! Vai! Filha da puta! Acabe com ele! Agora! Quem tem cobertura! Quem tem cobertura! Vai, vai! Vai que eu vou distrair ele! Pega no seu rabo, seu filho da puta!
onde estão!
Vai morrer
Não
hoje!
tem como escapar da justiça.
Não se mexa, senão eu te mato!
Avancem!
Aí,
Continue
malandro.
atirando!
A gente é foda pra caralho!
Para que os nossos vivam, você tem que morrer! Fiquem onde estão!
Você não tem a mínima chance!
Avancem! E continue atirando! Foda-se isso tudo! São outros que lutam contra você!
Esse viagem é só uma bala e nada mais! Fica aí, fica aí! Parados! Não se mexa, senão... Em frente, todo mundo em frente! Te pegamos! Quase acaba comigo! Continue firme! Mantenha as suas posições! Fica aí, fica aí! Quase me acertou! Puta que pariu! Mantenha as posições! Preciso de ajuda! Eles aqui! Alguém me ajuda aqui! Fica aí, fica aí! Mantenham as posições! Esperem, se fuder! Chegou a hora! Fica aí! Fiquem aqui! Você vai morrer! Eu mesmo! Eu te feri!
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. There had to be something I wasn't seeing. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. I hadn't slept in days. I needed something to keep me going. Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crash of Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange? I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up. It was locked from the outside. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Vi. Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto, hein?
Acabe com isso!
Me cobre, porra!
At least my visitors had been kind enough to leave the gate open. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in it.
Vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried!
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right!
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
başka ismi? Yeşil sorumsuz. Bir kenarda bir köşede görmesen ne varlar. Umut gökyüzünde parlar. Ruhun kanlandıkça gözlerinden damlar. Bu saatten sonra ne buca ne şaka okunmadan başlar.
I told you the city was dangerous.
That my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered, and it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
Ahmet bir şey mi oldu?
Becker
Hep sen
came
korkun bir şey
in
mi oldu?
para.
Yok bir şey yok. Yok hayır hayır.
Üstüme doğru gelince.
Hayır yok bir şey yok. Yok bir şey yok. 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 Bu nedir? Bir şey yok. Bir şey yok. Bir şey yok.
Olha aqui.
Bir şey yok.
Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, esse cara aí. Conta a tua conta, rapaz. Vai, vai. Fudeu! Meu, conta, eu quero saber da culpa. Ela não desgruda dela, meu. Ei, quem é essa cara aí? Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí. Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele. Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vai se fuder aqui dentro! Vai ver como acontecer contigo mesmo aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, olha aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein? Demorou.
Siktir git Mağfur. Siktir git. Neden karı gibi işimizi veriyorsun? Görüşecek lan Anafur. Seni sakat ederim ha. Benim oldun oğlum sen. Aç lan kapıyı. Ananı sikeyim. Amına koduğumu piç seni. Amına. Tamam kardeşimiz yok ya.
What? What are you doing here? O que você está fazendo aqui? What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
You hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Espera, pra lá! Tira agora! Eu vou pra lá! Me cobre, me cobre! Vai, vai! Toma ainda!
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada de me dá um nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão, isso é tudo que eu sei. Isso não vai me parar! Tô de Mata esse filho da puta! can't believe this. It's Mr. Have a Nice Day guy.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too. The security switch had to be in that booth. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that. Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste. Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra esse pé! Função!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Atirem assim que ele estiver na mira!
Atira agora! Opa!
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Agora a sua vez! Você tá bem, mano? Aqui!
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Você... não deixe você sobreviver! Braço! Não consigo sentir meu braço! Ai, meu braço! Isso...
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide.